Hey guys, what's going on? What's up, everybody? Anyway, really excited. We're going to be checking out the Legend of Heroes Ao no Kiseki Trails. I forget the English translation. It's Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Genre, adventure RPG strategy. Composers Hayato Sonoda and Saki Momiyama. Developer, of course, Nihon Falcom. This is brought to us by Hydro over on the Patreon. We only do 2 of these a month, but I'm going to start adding my own again because I miss just kind of hanging out and listening to soundtracks with you guys. So I too am excited for the Assassin's Creed Black Flag stuff. We probably won't watch it live, but we'll definitely look at the replay once we're finished with this. So we fall once again in the Trails rabbit hole. Trails to Azure begins several months after the ending of Trails from Zero. Cross-Bellin politician Hartman and his secretary Ernest Rice have fled to Arabonia.
Almost the end of April, time goes by fast. On my 1-week break, yet so many games to play and finish. Also, been grinding Munjul Stardive. Love that game now.
Manga Stardive is fun, isn't it? Thank you so much. Wait, where am I? I was looking at my notes. Hi, Hydro. Yeah, it's a fun game, isn't it? Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. You don't have to do that. Yeah, it's crazy how May flies by. We'll be doing more next month before I go on my honeymoon. So just trust that I will be doing your stuff up front and a few other things that I'm excited about. So they go to Arabonia only to be exiled. They ultimately found shelter in the former DG cult lodge of Altair, the westernmost city of Calvard. The political turbulence in Crossbell led to the formation of a special investigation group where the SSS gains more members of the group. These members are our transferred member Knoll Seeker and our associate member Wazy Hemisphere. Okay. Azure Tree appears in Crossbell City due to the power of Septarian through a Zero Child with special powers. Trails to Azure wraps up the Crossbell arc, and a new arc is formed known as the Arabonia arc or Cold Steel arc. Despite the game having no English voice acting, its story and music makes up for it. Hydro says they tried to pick OSTs that are quite melodic so that I don't feel bored. I can just vibe. This doesn't apply only to Falcon, but to other games as well. Do not search up and watch Azure Arbiter live performance on YouTube on stream. One of the videos contains flashing lights. Yes, we don't want anybody to have a seizure. Total tracks in this particular OST listen are going to be 29. I included 1 track from the Evolution version for comparison. Total length 1 hour, 23 minutes. And then, of course, the in-depth tracks will be 2. Ayo Kiseki and A Miracle is Shown, one of Hydro's favorite tracks. So let's get started. Let's dive right in. I'm very excited about this, honestly. I've known about this, obviously, for most of the April, and I kind of just held out to the end here. So greetings, guys. Welcome in. Really looking forward to listening to this. Hope you guys are doing really well. Happy days. Happy Thursday. Time goes so fast. I've quite literally had this thumbnail sitting here ready for this stream now for weeks. So let's start up with Aoki Shizuku. It's funny. I like Trails. Or Legend of Heroes, I guess. But I traded it for Xenoblade. One second, it'll be up in a second. I traded it for Xenoblade, which I love, so the trade-off was worth it. I really like how that starts. I appreciate the doubling with well, basically everything is kind of moving in not in unison. There's a little bit of harmony there in the lower part, but I just love it. It's very heartfelt and very rich in that feeling of like a kind of almost a quiet acceptance of life and these kind of new beginnings. It's actually quite quiet as a first track, to be honest. And also, too, it's a bit longing. There's
incredible soundtrack. Have a good stream.
Oh, thank you, Mihai. Thank you. Appreciate it. There's going to be about 29 songs, so one part. But I appreciate how melancholic that feels, but also there's also this wonderful feeling of like it's interesting because the piano ba 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 beep ba ba da da ya da dee da 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 da. It's kind of intangible, it's melancholic, it's obviously reflective. There's that quality of longing in it that's really pronounced. All right, and then we're gonna pop over to Aoki Seki, which I'll do a little bit of stopping and starting in. I appreciate the vocals in the back. So it's interesting how it starts sort of hushed. Yeah, so that's really nice. So the first 30 seconds are this sort of ethereal chorus in the background, really atmospheric. Obviously, it gives us the sense of like we are at, we're at a crossroads, right? How do you make a decision and take a stand on action? And it's interesting how the soprano in the background sort of adds to that ethereal quality of almost that languishing or longing for something. And then we kind of push through that. And we get to this part. And this part is much more like, okay, I need to essentially commit to the bit, commit to my actions, commit to my focus, commit to determination, right? And that's when we shift into this. Some drum and bass in the back, okay. And it's interesting because some of the vocals here, again, it leans into the idea that there has to be an action that has to be followed through on, right? And if you listen to the vocals, they're very necky in the sense that like, ka, kika, ku, ku. Obviously it's not Japanese, forgive me. But there's like a pressed sound in that, like a bit of a bit of strain. And I think part of it's because of the tempo, but then also part of it's almost like that the rigidity comes from like, I don't want to have to be forced into a conflict, right? I don't want to be forced to have to do something that I'm going to eventually regret, but I don't have a choice, right? Like I have to commit to an action, which also, follows what we heard before, where we have that kind of slow start of like contemplation and reflection and this desire to, sort of process. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean I have to follow through on something? Why? And then as we get into this section, that's when we have this like real like, fine, Hi, Boomer. Thank you. And that little break there in between the vocals, and now the vocals are obviously a lot more internalized. And I think the vocals are really fun because, let me reset. The break there is really interesting because it's almost like we have this pause of contemplation where we are like assessing. And we've had to take action, right? Because we have the drum and bass, we have the momentum. And we now have to be like, okay, well, again, music is all about psychology. Music is all about, especially in this particular case, and especially for video games, music is all about what am I supposed to do now? Music is a thought, a feeling. It's connecting to our emotional states. It's telling us, the audience, how we should connect to and feel to these characters and to this music. And so in this particular corner, now we have this momentum. And we have a break in that momentum as if to say, shit, we're tired, I'm out of breath. I don't want to engage in this anymore, but like, what am I supposed to do? You have really interesting separation there between the drum and bass, the beautiful vocals. Now the tempo is pretty fast. And then here we get this little quiet part where it's a lot more of that introspection and a lot more of that internalization, only to then pick back up with a little bit more of that vocals. Really like the bass in the back too. Man, that's actually so fun. That's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice to then pull back on the vocals and have the bass front and center, which is a very odd, sort of unnatural thing that we don't hear that frequently. And good morning. And you have to ask yourself, well, why? And I think the bass is an interesting choice because the bass has that earthy, real... It's got like that pronounced sound that says like... I think ultimately it ends up being this like contemplative idealization or this contemplative, I don't know, reflection. And why the bass, and I think that's really interesting too. Like, why do we choose to include the bass as the predominant source of this particular corner after we have this upper soprano and this forward momentum? Because everything here kind of pulls back. And I think partially it's because of contemplation. It's because of assessing a circumstance. It's because of like trying to put pieces of a puzzle together and trying to make right. Now, you could do that with violins probably slowly, but there's something interesting about the bass and having that rich timbre and that rich sound in that be the driving force in this particular corner. Hey, Luki, how are you? And then again, the muffled... God, fuck yeah, dude. Wow, amazing. Really love that, the back half. This is actually a sound that I'm really, really keen on lately, is that really the takeover of the electric guitar. And in part, I think it's due to soundtracks like this and like Ace Combat. And it's excellent. There's such a brilliance in that electric guitar, and there's such an amazing feeling of there's a natural emotional release that I find I get from listening to electric guitar that I don't always feel with a lot of other sound fonts specifically. And as my palette has grown out of the orchestral and into the the EDM, electric, drum and bass, prog rock, hair rock, I start to understand, like, even today I was listening to some electric guitar stuff, like just sick riffs, like hardcore riffs, and Falcon does this so well. And I think it's a real outpouring of power, of a desire for a release. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. And what a great piece. What a great piece. What a headbanger. Amen. Yeah, for real, H-Mon. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Lion Hunter? I appreciate you. Thank you. The coolest guys on YouTube. That's nice, man. Thank you. Yo, Azure is my favorite game. You're excited for this? Good, Senpai. I'm glad you're here. Curious to hear lore of the music from the Splatoon. See, I've heard a little bit of it. I like Splatoon a lot. All right, next up is Aoki Negai opening size. This is from the Evolution. These are official remixes, I believe, right? Oops, sorry. Wow. Listen to the fiddling there. Oh, another vocal track. I have to say, I bemoan the people that listen to this and they may think it's too Japanese, or too like on the nose or what have you. It's an exceptional sound that I think is really empowering, that I've really come to appreciate in the last probably year since I started my anime journey. And this is I'm not going to say it's my favorite. Sometimes the soprano, the soprano singers, it can get a little bit whiny or very like nasal or pointed. It's a very particular type of sound, and I can understand why people actually don't like it. But if you go past that, like sort of like preemptive bias that you can have, especially if you're not exposed to it over time, and this is the beauty of exposure. Over time, you sort of just get acclimated to the sound. And so this to me is no different than the Your Lie in April opening that I listened to yesterday for the first time. Again, it's not my favorite sound, but I like it. I also really appreciate the fiddling in this. And of course, the fiddle is just a different way of playing the violin. It's still the violin, just fiddling is different. The fiddle, they call it the fiddle. It's more of a more energetic, more based on my understanding, more body to it. But it's great. I mean, it's a great sound, you know. Hey, Extroverted Ed, thank you for rating. Appreciate you guys. You're great, man. Thank you for all the videos. Oh, you're so welcome. I hope you'll check out some. We got some video essays we're cooking up, so hopefully those will pop and people will really enjoy the video essays too. I'm really trying to move away from just doing just reactions, but also moving into more I guess deeper content. So anyway. I like that. No! That's nice. Okay. Yeah. I like that. Ba-da-da-dum-be-dum. Da-da-da-da-da. So I want to highlight one thing that I've been noticing more and more as I've sort of exposed myself to more and more video game music in particular is this sort of tinny fake violin sound. And I think as I've become more and more aware of this sound, actually it slightly bothers me. Because while I don't think it necessarily pulls us away from the emotional stakes of this feeling, you know, there's a bit of motivation in it. There's a bit of confidence. There's a bit of like, you know, do or die. Let's get settled. It's a little bit too tinny, and that ends up sort of pulling me out slightly. Now, you may not think about this, and why should you? But for me, I would much rather have heard a real violins, or certainly, obviously, also we have to think about the when this came out, technology, so on and so forth. But there's something about that. It's just because it ends up sounding, it's a little bit too metronomic, and it's a little bit too, you know, the violin is a pretty legato, fluid instrument, and it gets to the point where it might as well just be a piano. Because of the way the violin ba 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 ba, it's just note, and that's just very much not a sound that is to be expected from a violin. So it's kind of off-putting. Not to say that it's bad, right? So there's a duality there where the piece is fun, it's energetic, but I could leave it, you know, because of the fact that it's a bit too tinny for my taste. Now that's same thing, but the trumpets, it works better, I think. I like the clap, actually, that's fun. Ooh. I like this. Again, very obviously, very like, get it, you know? That's fun. What a unique sound. That's fun. Yeah. Again, the use of guitar there is just excellent. It's just so much fun. You know, I like this track much more than the previous one, but I like how it's just nonstop. You know, you just kind of hit and go, and I just love how satisfying that is. Unexpected Emergency. Bow, bow, bow. I love that. Listen to this. That's so fun. Oh, that's so much enjoy. That's so enjoyable. Like the fact that it's basically it's just like a preamble to the main event, right? That like builds up the tension. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Nice. Nice. I appreciate that back up a lot. It's interesting to come up from the top and go down. That's cool. That's really cool. Also, the low, like essentially like the quiver kind of in the piano on the lower side of that is also really cool. Now, obviously, this is all stuff you've probably like already thought about as you've listened to it a million times, but you know. The joy of listening to music and talking about it together, or you know, when listening to it by yourself, which I encourage you to do, is that this is the stuff that kind of you can notice, and that's why I love my job, because it's fun to like point out little things, contrary to what the internet would want you to think. I'm not a theorist. I never claimed to be a theorist. I actually hate theory. I really love just talking about why music's awesome. That's pretty much me. I am and / want to be the hype guy for video game music for forever. That is my life's goal at this point. Just sharing in these little moments that just like make our brains sparkle and twist a little bit. So much fun. Listen to how heavy and crunchy that is. Wow, nice. Down. All right, A New Daily Life. It's like a town theme. It's a jazzy noir sound. right, the Final Fantasy motif. Nice. That little break is really fun and really important before we get into the main. It's interesting. We have a minute of build up, but listen to this. Listen how cool this is. Right? Cool. I like that. I like it because it's again got a slight noir vibe, you know. Marco, if I catch you moving around Trieste, you will be eliminated. Pino. First of all, I know you don't live in Italy because you're not Italian. Second of all, can we not? Can you come into stream and say hello first instead of threatening me? Could you possibly start with a hello maybe instead of saying that you're going to be eliminating me? That is a little weird. Just slightly weird. But it's okay. Exhilarating ride. Hey. Oh, good, okay. Ooh! Again, the flutes, this all made brighter because of it, you know? It's very bustly, which I really like. I appreciated that track. That track is fun. Who the fuck is this guy streaming in Marco's chair? I'm forcing myself to get my eyes adjusted to these meta glasses so that I can take them on my honeymoon and film like the beautiful sights of London and France and Zurich. So it's Opera Eric's. I think that is a compliment. Omen of Disaster. Uh-oh. I was just reading about Peter Molyneux's Masters of Albion. Seems like it'll actually be good. Ba-dee-da-dee. Love that. Ba-dee-da-doo. Ba-dee-da-doo. You know, it's interesting how even this piece has obviously this is an investigative track, right? Because we hear that with the stuff underneath the sort of synthetic growl quality, but it's kind of melancholic at the same time, which is really interesting. Like there's a ba-dee da dee da dee da dee da. You know what I mean? Like there's still a sound of like, oh man, okay. I hope this works. Like there's a little bit of like doubt in that, which is kind of interesting. Hey Dum-Dums, how are you? Enjoy your workday. Yeah, it says it's a really nice track. It's a really nice track of obviously of doing something, but there's also this feeling of like a weight of responsibility that comes on there. Ba-dee-da-dee, da-dee-da-da-dee. You know, like the sound there is like, okay, we got to get this done. Conflicting passions. Oh, nice harpsichord. Okay. Hey, Scoring. That's so nice, dude. The guitar sounds MIDI. I don't think so. But a lot of this feels like the compositions from the late '80s keyboard MIDI crowd, but with better tech. I mean, yeah, I think so. And honestly, I don't really mind that, because even in this Conflicting Passions, you have this sort of this back and forth of animosity. It's amazing how, like, it's still, regardless of MIDI, right? It still has this really strong melody of, like, really looking you in the eyes and saying, like, we're going to do this. I'm going to clear this path forward, and I'm going to achieve what needs to be done in order to, you know, to get ahead, right? There's that pushing in momentum there, where it feels like the tempo wants to go faster. Right? Like that sort of like forward tension. Really, really, really cool. Orcus Tower. Random classical music. Okay. Ooh. Nice. I've listened to some Suikoden. Love the castanets. That's really charming. Really charming piece. I love the castanets and the sort of the buoyancy in that. It's nice. Mythic Roar. Ooh, this sounds fun. Okay. Wow. I love the lower piano on that. So it's interesting because that's actually like split up into like basically 3 different parts, right? But I love first of all, the chorus really adds a nice like fleshing out to that. Then you've got the lower register as we're kind of that feeling of being hunted, right? There's definitely a little bit of Final Fantasy VIII in there. Yeah, absolutely. And one of the cool things about this particular series is how we implement, the juxtaposition of a bunch of different series, whether it be the classical aspects that we just heard the last 2 tracks, or, obviously the electric prog rock thing as well. And the anime, sort of J-pop type of thing as well. So it's pretty interesting how varied these tracks can be. We also heard a bit of jazz, a little bit of noir, big band kind of. So it's cool. Hello, Marco. How are you? I'm enjoying the music. Yeah, I'm well, thanks. I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm a little tired, but I'm okay. A barrier to get over. I hope you're well. And then we have piano. There's the motif. Wow. So just as a note, like the idea that it's slowed down. That's actually very tender and very, 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 very reflective and deeply melancholic. And the piano matching with that string, the violin file like that, that's where we get that. It's tender. It's gentle. It's like, shoot, how are we going to do this? I don't know, but we have to try, It's really lovely. Good morning, Yoshi. How are you? And then up into the upper register as the momentum still goes. Really lovely. Really lovely. What an excellent track. A barrier to get over. Beautiful track. Things have started moving. Okay, so this is like plotting and getting to the bottom of something. Wow. Wow. Hey guys, random. What Pokemon is Lugia or what Pokemon is Lugia from? Is that Gen 2? Oh, Gold, Silver. Okay. I like how this is Yas Flute. Yeah, so it's called a trap lurking in the city, and what's funny is that the base is the trap. Watch your back, you know. Hi Ash, how are you? See, it's interesting because it's almost like if this is like an investigative like sort of experience, like there's the trap lurking in the city. The plot is sort of happening, and then as we're walking through this alleyway, we are clocking as players, our character is clocking what's happening, and so it's kind of like we got like eyes in the back of our head where we're like, I see you back there, you know what I mean? Rum dum dum da dum dee ram dum. What are you gonna do? I know what you're planning. Would you pay $900 for this, chat? Serious question. Actually, I don't know if this one's... I think this is $700. Would you pay $700 for this? $150 CAD. Also, I like how it's got a bit of funk to it. Okay, chat, but what's worse? Spending $900 on an in-game character in a gacha game or buying that coat? Because one of those things may have happened to me once upon a time. Yeah, no, the jacket's definitely useful. Chat, question. Unrelated, but... is this real or is this AI? 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 Is this a yes or no question? My ADHD is showing. Destruction impulse. Real? It's AI. ChatGPT. Ooh, so I was doing leg day today. and I was feeling really angry because Light Day fucking sucks. And in that moment, I was like, what are the angriest songs in video game? Like, what are the angriest, most like incubus degrees of music that would just fill you with rage? And I think this might be one of them. It's interesting because the strings mixed with this really hard pressed electronic guitar are electric guitar is so satisfying because you have this duality where on the one hand you have this feeling of like, okay, I'm the violins, right? I need to find balance in myself towards this anger and animosity. But yet there's this like bubbling under the surface that threatens to like press, remove, and rip that violin straight out of the picture, causing tension and animosity. And there's this like sort of natural duality there that I think is really fun. Buonasera, come va? Abbastanza bene, grazie. So stiamo sentendo alla musica di, what is this? Trails of Blue Azure. Trails to Azure, excuse me. Oh, hell. Oof. That's sick as fuck. I love that track. I love the animosity laden within it. I love the intensity laden in it. And I love the feeling of propulsion laden in it where it's constantly grinding and pushing and twisting. You know, and the thing is, we have this within us, this bubbling, right? All of us have these various emotions inside of us. And it's so interesting when music takes those emotions and not ratchets them up and makes us feel that the natural feeling of gritting your teeth and just like, fuck you, you know what I mean? This anger. It's really cool. Verge of Death, Steel Roar, Verge of Death. Oh wow, mixed meter for sure, yeah. Not anymore though, now it's balanced. Oh, nice shift with the organ there. What? See again, it's interesting because now the horns are like, no, we have to do this. But then listen to how we have the dum 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 I love that. I love that there again, a lot of these tracks actually, most of the tracks we've listened to have some form of a duality between imminent danger and possibility for success. And the lines are actually pretty blurred, where there's these moments of highlight, of moments of like coming up for air and breathing. But a lot of this stuff is actually it's interesting because it's being pressed down and being suppressed. Cool. Miss you. I miss you. Da 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 dee da dee da dee. Da-da. Ba-da-dee-da. It's interesting because the track is called Miss You, but the sound isn't really about missing so much as it is. It feels like almost like missing. The track feels like it's actually missing what someone used to be versus missing an actual person. It's like, hey, you know, things have really changed. And this is the kind of subtext that I'm thinking about. It's like, you know, things have really changed. We're not the people that we were. But you know what? That's okay. Like, I missed what we used to be. But I am kind of embracing what we've become or had to become in order to XYZ, right? Which is interesting. Because it feels much less like I'm sad and much more like, hey, this is okay. It's nice. Ferocious Beasts. That's you, Dad. There's the motif. That's cool. I really appreciate the tempo here. It's not very fast. Kind of lets it marinate. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-dee. Ba-da-dee-da. It's cool because the body right, it's so menacing. Ba body da body. It's like you better watch your back. We're coming for you. You know what I mean? Body da. You think you broke us? You have no idea what's coming. Da dee da dee. Right, it's mysterious. It's twisted. Catastrophe. Nice resolution. Okay. There's the motif. That's fun. A lot of FF6 influence? That's interesting. Believe it or not, I have not finished FF6. Bim ba ba bim ba ba bum bum bim bum 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 bim ba ba bum bim bum. Da da da. Dum 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 dum. Ooh, I wish it expanded a little bit. Like you clearly hear the like tension in this, and also just the grandiosity of this. Like almost, well, it's called catastrophe, so it's almost like the whole city's burned down, or to me, it's like an unveiling of an unnatural force that sort of comes to life, and you're like, oh, this is bad. Like all of a sudden, everything you thought you knew totally gets wiped away, and you're left with this feeling of like absolute disaster, right? And there's like no sense of control. Love it. Descent of the Ions. Aeons. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Okay. Jesus Christ, what the fuck, bro? God. So this is a really interesting piece where I think like if it was fleshed out a little bit more, this is something you could put in a symphony. Well, you could still put it in a symphony hall as is, but I think like it would need more development to be like paired with like a comparable piece of classical music. But it's divine because it feels like it's ushering forward the birth of gods, right? Like this is it feels like the birth of a new god, a new era. There's some really cool stuff happening in there. Obviously, the upper piano, and then also you get that excellent male vocal quality vocalist. Either it's one or several at the bottom, and they sort of embody and sustain that sort of lower register of a summoning. Which is really cool because it feels like it's an invocation, Okay, a miracle is shown, and I'll be stopping and starting during this. Did I? So it's cool how we slip in the motif there, ba ba da 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 dee da da dee da da, but we speed it up. What's really interesting here is that this is actually like kind of if you think of like a whirlpool where things enter in and they spin. That's we're kind of throwing everything in the blender here when we start, and then we kick in with very nice, beautiful vocals. By the way, really, again, again, this is like the sound of a new reality, right? This is the sound of an awakening. This is the sound of an arrival, you know. So I just saw a comment here that said, let's get a giant robot to destroy an entire fortress. And what's interesting is that you hear that in the timpani. Bom, 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 bom. It's all very wide and large. Very, very, very like embodying something, you know, a kaiju essentially, something monstrous. But it's interesting here because da-ba-dee-da-dee. Like there's an inherent dissonance in that. Ba-ra-dee-da-dee. As if like this is unholy. This is what the hell is this? You know what I mean? And then there too. Da-da-dee. Hey, George. So the whole thing is bad. Like it's a bad situation. Like there's nothing good about what's occurring. Ba 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 ba. That is all like, holy shit, there's something really, really dangerous happening here and deeply serious. And it's tense, it's brutal. Heavenly Chariot. Bagadum bum 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 bagadum dum dum. Bum 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 bum. Wow. I love the hits there. Shunt dum, shunt dum, shunt dum dum dum. Yeah, really fun momentum. Now it's cool because it's called Heavenly Chariot, and so there's this like constant moving forward as if we're, actually driving the chariot. Beyond the Paradise of Lies. What a title. Wow. See, it's interesting. So it's interesting here. So we have all this momentum and build up, right? And a little bit of choral work in the back. And then as we push through into this middle section, the piano comes forward again. And the piano is saying, again, a lot of this has been melancholic. And a lot of it's been like huge, like grandiose and very, very larger than life and very like true, like an ethos and pathos and really, contemplating existence and purpose. And that piano is amazing because it's very like subtle, right? And it very much like pulls us into this idea of like life is what we make of it, despite the fact that we are being suppressed, repressed. Life is worth living, and we have to move through and move forward into our own power. And that's where that piano kind of comes in, right? Like those are the emotional like cues that I hear and pick up on. It's just very, very lovely. Body. Wow. I love how subtle that is with there's real, it's interesting, but there's like real pronounced emotion through that. And there's, I mean, very little happen. There's a lot happening in the track, and that we're always kind of going somewhere with the rhythm. We're always like, there's always a momentum and a forward movement, but the whole thing is like very chill at the same time. You know, there's this beautiful build. Hey, yo ho ho! You're very close to the Azure Arbiter. Give me 2 tracks. Mystic Core. Wow. No, more. Fuck. I hear and see, this is my only problem is these tracks, like, that's just a fucking vibe, man. Oh my God, I could have listened to that all day. That's when you put on repeat and you just listen to it all the time. My God, that's amazing. Unfathomed Force. Nice. Again, the mixed meter is fun. Nice slowdown. And then the harpsichord comes in. That's so cool. It's like stepping in front of an ancient there's a degree of respect in it. Da-dee-da. God, that's fun too, you know? Oh my goodness. Woof. Okay, and then obviously we're popping over to Azure Arbiter. That's a fun segue into that. I love this song. I love this build up to this shit. I love this. Love those hits. Likes those excellent and strong hits there. There we go. Love the chorus comes in. And then we like strip all of it away. very, very, very religious, very liturgical. These are real singers, I believe. And then that diminished chord. Then we pull back in with this sort of slow rhythmic burn. And I feel like this part, that's you. That's egging you on. It's pushing you towards the peak. I love that whine there. Whoa, let's go. It's like ascension, you know? It's like rising towards the peak. Brother, it really is such a special track. I think it's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite Trails track I've heard ever. And that's the thing. You don't need to love every track, and I don't. I don't necessarily love every track. This track, I love this track. Love this track. Red Card, we actually watched that live. Before. See, and just the whole arc of it is really good. It's a complete song. And the thing is, it's like eight solid minutes of just non-stop. And there are ups and downs, there are peaks and valleys. And overall, it's just definitively, I mean, it is a top tier video game song that defies and I think like goes beyond like the source material. And I think that is like a clear, not every track can do that, but that is like a clear, just next level piece of music. And it's just, divine. Just divine. Like that's it. That's the information. That's all there needs to be said, True Bonds. See, and then to end that into this is really just beautiful. What a come down too. Like what a release. Really just something else. It's so sublime. Wow. Ooh, that is hitting me my sweet spot. Why? That's beautiful. Wow. Wow. That is so sweet and tender. Wow. Ooh, that was a beautiful track, guys. That caught me in my sweet spot, though. Oh, my God. And then, of course, and yet, here we are. It's interesting that it ends this way. Or, well, this is the last track we listened to. Bro, why is this making me emotional? Fuck. Why? Stop it. It's all that motif, you know, but God. Wow, and then it's a false end. I love false endings. Wow. I think the thing I really like about this particular Legend of Heroes here is Trails to Azure is that it's emotionally complex, you know. There's an inherent richness in this that, not to say that we don't have those in others, but this particular like direction of tracks really appeals to me. I really like how this feels. You know, it feels it feels really, it's got depth to it. You know, it's not it's superficial. It's very very rich and warm and sad and happy and beautiful and bittersweet and agitated and angsty. And it's all of these things. And the thing that I love about music is that we are not bound by words. We are bound by feeling. And the thing about feelings, as many of us know, is that they are complex and that we don't always understand them. But one of the beautiful things about music is that sometimes music fills in those gaps that we sort of have naturally with words. You know, words cause us to not be able to, words are like the sidewalk, and then the cracks in the sidewalk, though that's where the music gets to live, and it seeps in. That's porous. It's like a sponge. And that's the power of music. You know, the power of music is that we don't need words to express a feeling or thought or sensation. We can feel, ideally. And sometimes words are confusing, and sometimes people don't articulate what the truth is, or they don't know how to articulate themselves. And so on and so forth. Music allows all of that to just sort of go away, and what's left is the truth. And that's the beautiful thing about music. And that's the beauty of these last couple tracks here. My God, amazing. With that concludes this listen to Trails to Azure. Thank you so much, Hydro, for requesting this. It was a real delight to listen to a lot of these tracks, and I'm never unhappy listening to Trails music. And certainly thank you, Hydro, for picking the more melodic pieces, because you know I'm a bit of a simp for melodic music. That being said, we're gonna pivot over to the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced live stream. This will not appeal to all of you, so don't feel obligated to stay. But we're gonna hang out for a little while, and I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed, especially old Assassin's Creed. And while Black Flag is not my favorite, I am happy that they're updating it for a modern audience, even though you could play it right now and be fine. So thank you, Hydro. I really appreciate it. And thank you for supporting the channel and supporting on Patreon. You too can check out patreon.com/MarcoMeatball. Watch anime with me and listen. So, all right, let's go over to Black Flag.
The back ejects and side eject.
But I'm going to start at the beginning.
At it again. On board.
Holy shit.
We fly no colors out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms.
Wow.
If a man plays the fool, then it's only fools he'll persuade, but appear to be the devil. And all men will submit.
We're pirates, kid. We take as we please and become who we like.
But that look ain't you. It's not who you are.
Who am I then?
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
I also think Ubisoft generally needs a win, to be honest.
Hey everyone. I have to say it is so good to be here. I played Edward Kenway more than a decade ago, and you know, he's one of those characters that never really leaves you. Now, over the past months, we know that you've been waiting, or we know that you've heard things. And today, it is finally time to share with you what we've been working on. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is a faithful remake of one of the most beloved Assassin's Creed games. It's totally rebuilt from the ground up with the latest version of the Anvil engine and enriched with lots of new additions. Resynchronization with Edward's journey and memories. The same story, the same man, but elevated to a new level
how
of
much of
immersion
the
and realism to bring you one of the most thrilling swashbuckling pirate adventures.
I wonder how much of the
And I'm happy
beginning
to
stuff
say,
with
Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced will be released
July 9th.
on July 9th, 2026.
It's around the corner.
Today, guys, you are getting the real deal. The first ever look at gameplay. Hello, pirates. Matt Ryan here, the voice of Edward Kenway. And this is Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. 13 years after the original, this remake brings the classic game back to life. Rebuilt from the ground up with the latest Anvil engine to deliver the most thrilling pirate adventure. All right, let's set sail.
Dash my buttons. Your life seems a grand one, if I may say. So full of adventure.
Wow.
You play as Captain Edward Kenway, a rebellious scoundrel eager to
This
make a
main
name
theme
for
is so
himself in the
good.
pursuit of glory, freedom, and a search for a better life.
Seen your face before. Yous mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your bloody gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
After crossing paths with the Assassins and Templars, Edward is drawn into their centuries-old conflict with secret locations and legendary treasures at stake. Along the way, he joins forces with infamous pirates such as Anne Bonny, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard. With them, he helps establish a short-lived, lawless republic following the pirate code and defying empires built on cruelty and greed. Together, in their search for freedom, power, and riches, they'll fight across a treacherous tropical paradise, from dangerous waters to dense jungles,
Damn.
untamed lands, and bustling historical cities. From the grandeur of Havana, the thriving and wealthy jewel of the Caribbean ruled by Templars, to Kingston's bustling trade hub, and Nassau, the beating heart of the pirate republic. Each city offers a distinct atmosphere shaped by opportunities and realism, powered by high-resolution
Oh my
textures, enhanced lighting,
Wow.
strikingly detailed environments, and a new dynamic weather system.
Oh, wow.
Even underwater exploration is more expansive, more beautiful, and more perilous than ever before.
Bro.
With seamless access to cities and locations, the world feels truly alive.
And there's probably no loading.
Creating the perfect backdrop for a life on the edge, where freedom is earned and danger is never far away.
Hopefully they got rid of the
Time to draw swords,
follow
lads.
missions too, because they were rough.
The
in this.
combat system has been entirely reworked into an action-oriented experience.
Okay.
While wielding dual swords, pistols, and hidden blades, every move now plays a specific role with faster, more fluid attacks and combos. Land a perfect parry to open up your target for an instant
Ooh.
kill, then follow with up to 4 chained takedowns.
Oh.
Use walls, ledges, and breakables to your advantage. Keep track of your opponents and use all your tools
I forget
to
who
level the
composed
playing
this
field.
particular soundtrack.
But fight recklessly, and you will be punished. Whether you're on the hunt or on the run, mastering your environment is key.
Oh.
As you navigate through cities and jungles, you'll experience smooth and improved iconic parkour moves. From free jumps to back ejects
Nice.
and side ejects. These options offer a range of
Oh,
reactive
Brian Tyler.
movements, giving you
Oh.
tighter control, resulting in greater speed and deadlier assassinations. Being a pirate assassin often calls for a subtle approach. With Resynced and its enriched stealth system, you can now crouch freely as part of your toolkit to approach
Ooh.
targets. Tailing and eavesdropping missions have also been revamped.
In the original game, getting discovered meant instant desynchronization. Yes, this was a pretty big pain point. Now, the action continues. Your objectives remain, but your target will react, and you must adapt accordingly.
Okay. What does that mean?
All these new interactions offer multiple ways to succeed and
So
progress
basically, you
in
don't
your
need
missions.
to listen to the eavesdropping if you don't want to. That's a nice change. The eavesdrop missions were the worst part of this
course.
game.
This wouldn't be a real pirate adventure without a ship. Jackdaw. The Jackdaw. What a beauty. Set sail and freely roam the Caribbean. Now equipped with even more firepower, the Jackdaw can conquer the high seas like never before.
Now this is 4K gaming, or quadruple A gaming.
You now have more power and flexibility to overcome opponents' ships in any situation. You will engage in epic battles, boarding parties, and fort raids. All of these are back, and as challenging, dangerous, and exciting as ever.
Yeah, Stormy Seas look awesome.
To reinforce your crew, 3 brand new officers make their entrance. Lucy Baldwin, the Padre, and Deadman Smith. Each officer has a unique narrative questline that reveals their backstory.
Oh?
Gain their trust to recruit them to your crew and benefit from their special gameplay abilities. Deadman Smith, for example, unlocks a double shot from broadside weapons.
Oh, sick. Wow. That looks so good.
Explore the Caribbean alongside your crewmates.
Man, I remember this
trusty
when,
pet.
when the whales would fly
That's
up
right.
over top.
You can now find a cat or monkey for the Jackdaw. Engage and plunder other vessels. Steer through violent storms,
Yeah.
rogue waves,
Cool.
or just soak up the sun, regaled by shanties new and old.
For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Hey!
The shanties were the best
Assassin's
part.
Creed Black Flag Resynced offers a deeper, more immersive adventure that remains faithful to what players love, while enriching the experience with enhanced gameplay features and fresh quests and storylines.
Okay.
Including ones for the officers you met earlier and, just between you and me, new narrative arcs involving our old friends, Blackbeard and Steed. Defy empires and relive the era's explosive events amidst the ancient war between assassins and Templars in the ultimate pirate fantasy. Gold, infamy, and adventure.
I wish they would do this
await.
with the OG
It's
trilogy.
time to raise the black flag.
With 2 Brotherhood and
Again.
Revelations. Oh my god. Maybe they've realized that they need to, I'm not opposed to it.
With Black Flag Resynced, we set out to reconnect with the heart of Black Flag. From the start, the intention was clear: deliver a faithful and enriched experience grounded in what players loved. We've rebuilt the entire adventure using our latest Anvil engine.
That looks
Expect
so
fully
good.
overhauled visuals, new additions that deepen its world, and enhanced gameplay both on land and at sea.
Jeez.
Movement now flows more naturally from one action to the next, whether you're doing parkour across rooftops in Havana or fighting on the docks. Parkour builds on the latest design
Wow, that's
improvements from
crisp.
recent Assassin's
Look how
Creed
fast that
while
was.
still keeping Edward's classic moves. Combat now offers a more dynamic, swashbuckling experience,
Yeah, that
driven
looks
by precise
really good.
parries.
The combat looks really
Stealth
good.
gets its share of improvements too, and the ability to crouch anywhere. They open up more tactical routes and subtle approaches, letting you shape the adventure the way you
Yeah,
want.
OG looks good.
Naval gameplay also follows the same philosophy and offers more tactical options. New officers will join your crew with powerful. He now plays an active role in how you'll be challenged by the elements.
Look at this.
Weather and waves will influence how your ship will handle, while preserving the pace and freedom players remember. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced matters deeply to us and to you. That's why we took the time to rebuild it with the care it deserves. This remains a solo, adventure, and character-driven experience. It is not an RPG. The focus stays on how you play and how you explore the world. And as we develop the game, we organize dedicated workshops with our community. These early players...
This is not an RPG. Oh, I appreciate that as an old head. I don't like the RPG systems, so for me, it's
feedbacks played an important role in refining many of these elements. Here's a look at their most recent visit.
Hello everyone, we are here at the Ubisoft Singapore studio where we invited some of our biggest Assassin's Creed fans to discover the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They've had the opportunity to meet the devs, try the game, and share their valuable feedback with us. Here's what they had to say. Try the remake of Assassin's Creed.
I still can't believe that I can help the dev team to make the game better. And
Flag is my favorite game, so to be a part of that process.
Direct to take the criticism, what needs to be fixed, what's great.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a game that's very important to all of you.
What?
It's a game about escapism.
What kid? Wait, what?
I have great news for you. I'm back in the Assassin's Creed franchise this time for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
What?
You know, the world of Assassin's Creed has been very important for me and very linked to my career. It started like
Revelations
15 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And this time, I'm very excited about what we've done. I know that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a game that's very important to all of you. It's a game about escapism, about rebellion, about exploration, and these are themes that are very, very important for my work. You know, I've explored these themes a lot in my music. So I won't say too much, but I can't wait for you to hear what I've done for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
What?
Having him return to the franchise, especially for Black Flag Resynced, means a lot to the team. We've been working on a newly reimagined track specifically for Black Flag Resynced, and we can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Yeah, right. And, you know, music is just one of those things that the people remember long after they stop playing. I mean,
right.
I did. The sea shanties, I still play in my car now from time to time, you know, and this game means a lot to you, and we know that.
Yeah, absolutely. This game means a lot to me, and I'm not saying that just because you guys are here. Just working on a game takes me back to 2012, and we all want the game to be the best it can be, and we really hope that you guys will enjoy playing it.
Yeah, so you entered the Animus for real.
That's
back
right.
in 2012, yeah.
I mean, what a great thing, right? To come back to something, you know, more than a decade after, you know, and get to revisit and rebuild and reimagine this wonderful world. It's just been such a pleasure for me.
Oh,
and,
totally,
I
Chance.
thank you
I
guys
agree with you.
for-
I mean,
for
they're not
bringing me back.
bad, right? They're not bad.
Before we wrap this up, I've got a little surprise for you. All right, this is something pretty awesome. I saw it today for the first time, and I love it. So here we have an Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced Collector's Edition. It's so awesome, and inside is a really stunningly well-crafted figurine of Edward Kenway sitting there, slouched like...
Dude, that looks
like
so
me, really.
good.
And he looks really
I love
cool,
Brotherhood.
and it's crafted really well. And inside, there's a notebook with all of like Kenway's diary entries and journeys about all of his adventures, and there's also a brooch and a
You're an
cloth map,
Odyssey
and
and
then
Shadows
some goodies in
defender.
there for everyone.
I think
So
Shadows
this
was
one
fine.
is really cool. It's the first time
I
I've
kind
seen
of wanted
it today,
to, not
and,
gonna lie.
if you guys like it, then you're gonna have to get your own because this one's mine.
You deserve it.
Thank you. No,
You're
but-
welcome to take it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Black Flag is
We
not my
can't wait
favorite,
for
but
you to live
but I'm
or relive this.
but I'm excited to
thrilling
revisit.
pirate adventure with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. That will launch
July
on
9th is right around the corner, too,
2026.
so-
I just want to say thank you for all being with us today, and we cannot wait for you to experience it yourselves.
The Perry
Cheers.
light. That's fair. That's fair. I do love the main theme of this. Yeah, I'm excited. You know, I'm not on the hate train for Ubisoft. I'm not on the hate train for Ubisoft. I've always appreciated Ubisoft as a company. I mean, I definitely think that they have had problems along the way, and I definitely think that some of the sort of the RPGification of so many of their IPs was really annoying, starting with Far Cry, what was it, New Dawn. But I mean, some of my favorite games have been Ubisoft games, and as a huge Assassin's Creed fan, I've not finished all of them, but I've played a lot of Assassin's Creed games. I've always been an Assassin's Creed defender, even when the RPG stuff wasn't necessarily to my liking. Even Shadows, which I put in about 10, 15 hours, they just scratch an itch. The Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2 and Revelations and Unity, Unity is my comfort game. I go back to that game to just walk around that time period and just soak it all in. Brotherhood was one of my favorite multiplayer modes growing up. The Brotherhood multiplayer was so fun, and I would kill for them to remake those games. So, do I think that Ubisoft has had management issues? Yeah, 1000%. Am I really excited for? You've never played Brotherhood? Oh Lord, I'm so jealous. I definitely think that that's really, really exciting, and a fun direction for them to go in. So for me, I am super sold. That looks just awesome. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. Really excited about that. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for me. I figured we would just check that out a little bit and enjoy it, and then go ahead and oh wow, what's this? You can thank Stop Killing Games, aka pressure from you, signers and supporters of our initiative, for this decision from Ubisoft, which is what? You've spoken and we've listened to the improvements you've been asking for. With the help of your feedback, the new The Crew 2 hybrid mode update is here. And it's, wait, I've never played The Crew. I've always wanted to. Last October, the hybrid launched the game either online or offline. Since then, we've read tons of your messages. So thank you. Hybrid mode even further. Offline, my livery menu. You can now create new liveries. Oh wow! They made it that because The Crew used to be online all the time. Will it be a stream game? Yeah, I think so. Hi Jerry, how are you? Oh wow, yeah, no, okay, well, does that mean I don't have to sign into the launcher? Because if so, I'll buy it right now. If that's the case, I will literally buy this right now if it means I don't have to log into Ubisoft's stupid ass launcher. That's cool. So Stop Killing Games was oh, fuck your hybrid mode. Okay. Anyway, that's cool. I didn't realize that was a main push from Stop Killing Games, which is why that worked out. That's crazy. Of course, Twitter is stupid. No, I'm not a huge fan of racing games, but I'll support anything that does something that is different than, the usual. Anyway. Yeah. So that's kind of it for me. I have a couple of videos I want to film today, I think. And then I have a thing I have to do at 2:00. So I'm going to pop off. But thank you guys for hanging out, of course, as always. Thank you for listening to the Trails to Azure OST of Azure to Azure. When will we be back? We will be back. Wait, what is this? Hold on. I want to watch this. Hold on.
Oriented experience.
Oh, no, I already saw this. Okay. Feel free to join the Discord if you like. Feel free to join the Patreon if you want to support the channel more directly. Oh, look at the key art. Look at this. Shit, I might get that that collector's edition for Kenway. I really like this idea. Tomorrow we have our Patreon stream, of course. And I need to stabilize on a game that I really want to stream, but it's been of course we've got Wuthering Waves next week. We've got Neverness to Everness next week as well. We also, God, I need to figure out what I'm going to stream. It's been a bit of a struggle to figure out what to stream. Because I'm almost done with Xenoblade Chronicles. And also, like, JoJo has taken over my brain. So anytime I have free time, I'm just like filming JoJo content. And then I started Your Lie in April yesterday, which is really beautiful as well. So I do need to maybe consider, the analog. So I'm thinking maybe it's time for Ocarina of Time. You know, what's funny is that this all started when people asked me to stream Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And I just was like, no, I don't want to play that. And I don't think I really considered it. Anyway, did you see the Forza controllers, by the way? Let me show you. Look at these. Look at that. It's charming. I really like that controller. Yeah, Rising specifically. Really nice. Wait, here's some... Oh, wait. Here, this is from Jor Raptor. Hold on, look at this. Hi, Jacques, how are you? Look at this. Wow. That is just beautiful. I think this is the gameplay we just saw, but now with actual sound design. I'm assuming the game is included. Fuck, if the game wasn't included, that would be stupid. Wow. You see that leap? Oh my god, that's so fun. Oh, I like that parry. Man, look at the... Oh, I love the sound design so much. Yeah, that's great, dude. Oh, yeah, that looks really good. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for our Patreon live stream. As always, come listen to some video game music brought to me by the Patreon community. I'm going to go map out some videos for next week, and I will talk to you guys later, okay? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Bye.